Mahaba blessings. How are all of you? Well, I have been asked by many of you to create, to share some Magdalene guidance. And I know I do it through my newsletters and I do it through my blog as well. But now I'll do it through video on my YouTube channel that I want to share with all of you. So I will give you a little bit of weekly guidance, Magdalene guidance. And I just want to talk to you about what this means. I love listening to the birds. Well, Magdalene guidance is something that I want to share with you through a lot of the channelings that I received from Mary Magdalene, and through these channelings, the teachings that I have been able to apply and practice in my life. And so maybe some weeks I'll share with you a channeling, another week I'll share with you just a guidance or a vision or part of her teachings. Again, through channelings or even maybe through some of her beautiful Gnostic writings. So today, and this will be weekly, so I do want to align the energy of the guidance with the week. And we're starting this beautiful guidance in a Libra portal, which is all about balance, which is about sacred relationship, which is about holding the light. And today I just wanted to talk about something that was very beautiful. It's actually in my book, Mary Magdalene and the Path of Allah Hashallah. Allah Hashallah, Shallah means prayer, and Allah means sacred unity. So it's the prayer that will take us into sacred unity. And the guidance that I just, let me look at for the page, give me a second. And it's about the Malkuta, the divine earth. I just want to read something. And if you hear music, it's because it's actually a holiday and people are having fun. They're celebrating. Okay. So I just want to read this. It's a beautiful channeling called the Malkuta from my book. And it says, in essence, your soul is a unified grace of the divine. A unified grace of the divine. This is why it is time for you to release the deep attachments you have to your nation, culture, family, and circumstances. These are important. You chose them for a reason, and the unique experiences you have chosen, as well as your family and nation, bring a unique quality to who you are. But these do not define you, because nothing can define you. Your circumstances, when transcended into the sacred unity of what you are here to learn, will determine your relationship with the divine. You choose the relationship. You choose the sacred partnership, and this relationship will determine your intentions, circumstances, actions, speech, and relationships. Again, you cannot define yourself. You can only reveal yourself. Wow. We're constantly trying to define ourselves, right? Through our culture, through our society, through our programming. And actually, when Mary Magdalene comes to our life to open us up into the spiritual path, it's not about defining or wanting to create a personality. It's about revealing ourselves, revealing our soul, allowing the soul to express herself through our bodies. And, you know, I really love, that's the train. I really love the part of the channeling where she talks about our nation, our culture, all of these, you know, our family, our lineage. We choose these to grow, right? We choose these as part of our soul contract, but they can be transcended. And that's one of the teachings that I love from Mary Magdalene as the Cosmic Virgin. Transcendence is powerful. And transcendence doesn't have to do with moving away from the physical world, going out into different dimensions, even though that's a lot of fun. Transcendence has to do with going beyond what has been given to us, going beyond what we have chosen, going beyond duality. So this can happen with family, this can happen with lineage, this can happen with our own experiences when we decide to go beyond all of these and say, wait, this cannot define me. This is what I chose to learn, but it doesn't define me. It's part of a learning experience. So the guidance that we can have for this week is, how can we transcend? Now, how can we transcend duality? How can we transcend all of the separation that we're living? How can we transcend the judgment and the projections that we give and that we receive. And how can we reveal more of ourselves? All of these, if we tend to look at the outside world and tend to compare ourselves with other people or things that we think we should be doing or should have. And at the end of the day, it's not about that, because nothing can define us. When we reveal ourselves, we transcend culture, nation, family, and we even transcend gender. And this is what transcendence is about. And the Malkuta, there's a little brief part of the channeling Malkuta. Malkuta means divine earth. And it actually is the divine earth in action. It's not that we are going to sit and bring down from the other dimensions the divine earth. We don't bring the other dimensions down. We go into the other dimensions by committing to ourselves. And here's what the Malkuta says. It's the power to say yes, the power to commit, the power to show up, the power to say, I can do this. Even if we have fear, even if we have doubt, and say, no, I'm going to do this. So we transcend the fear, we transcend the doubt, we do it. And this is the Malkuta, the creation of the divine earth, is being in this action, being in this commitment, so that we can transcend the duality within our lives. The reason why I mentioned the Malkuta is because all this idea of transcendence has to do with living in the divine earth. And as I'm teaching you this guidance for this week, it coincides with the beautiful novena that we are practicing to Saint Teresa of Avila. And today I shared a part of a beautiful writing from her that says, it is wonderful to want to put our wings on and fly, but let us be firm with our feet and walk firmly on the ground with our feet before we do any flying. So this is all about the transcendence Mary Magdalene is talking about. It's about transcending here on earth, going beyond, again, duality, going beyond what we think has been given to us. And in this, we can actually start to create our sacred kingdom, our divine earth, the Garden of Eden, so many ways to describe this. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you enjoyed this guidance. If you're interested in reading channelings, I have a lot of channelings that I received from Mary Magdalene in this book, and but I'll be sharing as well with you. So have a beautiful and radiant day. Ahava.